Hi, and welcome to 3 Things in 3 Minutes. I'm Nersi. Today we are looking at the Crew Mission Deep Sea from KOSMOS. It plays 3 to 5 players with a 2-player variant, and each game takes usually under 10 minutes. So what it's about, the Crew Mission Deep Sea is the follow-up of the cooperative trick-taking game The Crew, taking it from outer space to the deep ocean. So each round players get dealt cards of 4 suits with an additional trump suit and must cooperate to complete tasks while revealing very limited information about their hands. Now this time, however, the tasks become much more varied, so rather than just trying to win certain cards, you may also have to not win any cards of a certain color, or you may try to win using a particular card or betting on how many tricks you can take. Now the game goes through a progressively more difficult set of challenges as players progress through a logbook that outlines each game's parameters. So what I like, the central mechanic of The Crew maintains the excellent aspects of the original, with much of the game being spent trying to read the meanings into other players' decisions and what that says about their hands. Now The Crew does cooperative trick-taking simply, and it does it well with randomly drawn missions, keeping each game new and engaging, and the rounds go by so quickly that it's easy to play several hands in one night. Now the new task cards, however, are much more interesting, so whereas the original mainly focused on claiming certain cards in a particular order, the tasks here make the game feel much more variable and less strongly reliant on luck. So each task has a difficulty rating, and so for most missions you will deal out cards face down until their added difficulty meets a particular target, which means a bunch of easy tasks or only 1 or 2 very difficult ones, which helps mix it up well. And while the game has fewer missions than the original, it still has a good escalation in difficulty, and the difficulty ratings of the cards mean that you can play a one-off game at any difficulty without needing to consult the scenario book. Now, points to consider. While the game's difficulty ratings are scaled based on the player count, some of the missions are just inherently more difficult with certain numbers of players, particularly ones that involve comparing yourself to other players in a way that's more difficult than their numbers alone would suggest. And setting up the game each round takes longer because you have to deal out cards until you have the exact difficulty rating for your selected mission, and that sometimes means going through a lot of the deck. And so it's not a big deal, but it slows down a game that otherwise moves along pretty quickly and doesn't last that long. And as much as I appreciate the more in-depth narrative in creating the logbook this time around, the game is still basically an abstract game with a thin theme, so you should go in it for the puzzle aspects and do not go into it expecting to come away with some grand nautical experience. So in summary, it's a refined version of the already excellent cooperative trick-taking game with some of the same progressive difficulty but with a shorter series of missions. It has a ton of replayability owing to the more varied task cards, even though setting them up does really slow down the game, and the difficulty ratings in particular mean that the game can have a very different feel even in repeated missions, though this can swing with player count. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like and share this video and you subscribe to the channel. Thanks.